A very good morning to our guest of honor for today, our rector, Reverend Father Barnaby D'Souza, our principal, Mrs. Sangeeta Bhattacharya, our principal, vice principal, and administrator, Reverend Father Akhil Abraham, our guest speaker, and Miss Pritika, supervisors, teachers, and my dear friends.
We, the students of class 11 Science B, welcome you for today's career education program.
Maggie, 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 Maggie. Quick and easy. Maggie is the best treat.
Spice up your mornings with a healthy twist. Masala oats is the perfect flavor this.
Break the love with Kisan Jam with the burst of flavors like sweet strawberry salad.
Burgers with fries is the ultimate dip. Ice ketchup is the perfect flavor.
When it's time to bake, Pillsbury is your way. Yummy fluffy treats that will make your day.
Do you know what your Maggi is made up of? Ever thought if your masala oats is really healthy?
Kisan Jam. Is this sweetness good enough?
Who decides that your ketchup is good?
Do you really think about the food you eat?
Wow, now that makes me wonder. Have you ever thought about the role of technology in the food we eat?
Oh, absolutely. Food technology is fascinating. It's amazing how advancement in this field can transform the way we produce, process, and consume food.
Totally. But you know, it's not all rainbows and sunshine. Do you remember that Maggie incident of few years ago?
Oh yes, I remember the Maggie-led poisoning controversy, right? That was a huge wake-up call for food industry.
Exactly. It highlighted the importance of role of technology in the food we eat. Also, you know, it's terrifying to think that something as simple as noodles could be harmful.
That's where the role of food technology comes into play. With help of right technology, we can have better quality control and traceability throughout the food supply chain. That incident made me realize how crucial it is to have proper testing and monitoring in place to protect consumers.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to be entertained and enlightened as a talented friend take us on a journey to the wonders of food technology.
Hey, what's up, guys? Another day, another adventure, and today we are in for a real treat because we are diving into a fascinating world of food technology, specifically the jam processing unit. We are super excited to take you to the behind the scenes to see how those delicious jars of jam are made. Let's get started. I'm glad to introduce you to Miss Rochelle, who is a food technologist and overall manager of this giant jam factory.
Hey guys, welcome to our factory. So let's first start with the jam processing unit. Here, the fresh fruits are carefully washed, sorted, and crushed to make the perfect mixtures. As food technologists, we are responsible for selecting the best fruits for jam production. As we go on further, we can see various equipments used in jam production like pulp boilers, heating and cooking kettles, and sterilization equipment.
That's amazing. Look at these high-tech equipments. They have got automated machines which make the process more faster and efficient. Ms. Rochelle, can you please tell our viewers about the percentage of various ingredients go into the making of jam?
Yes, so it can be prepared from one kind of fruit or mixtures of fruits. In our factory, we use a 1:1 ratio, meaning equal parts of fruit and sugar by weight. We also add lemon juice to our formulation, which adds acidity to our jams and also acts as a natural preservative.
That's great. Now, one thing that's super important in food industry is quality control. Rochelle and her team here are responsible for ensuring that every jar of jam meets the highest standard. Rochelle, can you please explain to our viewers what exactly happens here?
Of course, yes. Our quality control and plant team will explain it in detail. We perform various tests to make sure that the sugar content, acidity level, microbiological level, and the sterilization process are just right. This way, we can make sure that the jams are not only delicious but safe to eat.
That's awesome. I heard that food technologists also work in research and development. Can you please tell us about it?
Dr. Amishi is a researcher at our company and will brief us more about the topic.
Research and development are a crucial part of our job. We constantly experiment with new ingredients, flavors, and techniques to create new and exciting jam varieties. Our goal is to keep delighting consumers with fresh, innovative products. One thing that we're constantly practicing on these days is using natural sweeteners for better jam preservation.
Whoa, that sounds extremely interesting.
Now all the health freaks can actually enjoy a jam of bread and not feel guilty about it.
True that. One more thing that has become a big focus of our job role is sustainability. We work to minimize food waste produced during jam production and also explore ways to make our production more eco-friendly. It's essential to create delicious products while also keeping in mind our impact on the environment.
That sounds like an interesting job, but does one get well paid in it?
Of course, yes. An average salary a food technologist can earn is 2.7 lakh per month per year, which is 22.5 thousand per month. A highest salary a food technologist can earn is 8.8 lakhs, which is 73.3 thousand per month.
Whoa, that's unbelievable. What are the required qualifications for the same?
The qualifications can vary depending on a specific role or a level of responsibility. General requirement for a career in food technology has the minimum requirement of bachelor's degree in food science, food technology, food engineering, master's degree, and many more.
It seems like food technology is apt only for students of science stream.
No, even commerce and humanities students can be part of the food technology. Let me introduce you to Rida and Janvi, who is from commerce and humanities.
Can you both please share the role of commerce and humanities students?
Yes, commerce students can also be a part of the food technology company by exploring various roles related to the business and management side of the food technology companies. They can consider market research and analysis, sales and marketing, and many more options. By combining their commerce skills with a passion for food technology, commerce students can play a crucial role in the industry's growth and success.
Humanities or art students can also find opportunities in the food technology industry by exploring roles which require creativity, communication, and critical thinking. Some potential avenues include food writing and journalism, food photography and styling, UX design, and many more. By leveraging their humanities or arts background, these students can find opportunities in the food technology industry and contribute in its growth and development.
Thank you, Rida and Janvi. So, what are all the different colleges which offer these courses in and outside India?
So, in India, ICT Mumbai, Vivekananda Pilapur, Indian Institute of Food Technology, a few more in India and outside.
Thank you so much for the information. It would be really beneficial for our viewers if you tell them about the various job opportunities they can get after they do the course.
The various job opportunities are Research and Development Scientist, Food Safety Specialist, QA, QC, Product Development Manager, and many more.
Thank you guys for all the information you have provided our viewers with. I am truly blown away by the diverse and important roles of food technologists in jam processing unit. From selecting the best ingredients to ensuring quality and safety to contributing and innovating to sustainability efforts, they truly do it all.
I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes of Jam Factory and the incredible work done by food technologists. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share for more amazing content. Goodbye.
We welcome our guest of honor for today, Dr. Suchita Kuber and our alumni, Ms. Pratika. I request Dr. Suchita to kindly come up on the stage. It's an honor and a privilege to introduce our esteemed guest speaker for today, Dr. Suchita Kuber. With a profound expertise in the field of food technology and holding a PhD in food and science technology, with a specialization in food and vegetable processing, Dr. Kuber brings a wealth of knowledge and experience on the table. Currently serving as an assistant professor at D.Y. Patil, Dr. Kuber is also a prolific researcher. Her impressive publication record includes 26 articles, and 22 SCI papers, which have garnered a remarkable 537 citations on Google Scholar. Additionally, she has contributed to the academic community by authoring 4 book chapters and 3 magazine articles. Her dedication to advancing knowledge in her field is further exemplified by her role as a reviewer for 7 prestigious journals. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Dr. Suchita Kuber, a distinguished food technologist, a maestro in her field. We eagerly await her insights and perspectives that are sure to enrich our understanding of food science and its impact on our daily lives.
It is my distinct pleasure to introduce Ms. Pritika, our alumni. Her journey from Don Bosco Nehru to becoming a food technologist serves as an inspiration to us all. Without further ado, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Ms. Pritika, who will enlighten us with their expertise and insights in the world of food technology.
I request our head girl, Chriselle Quadris, to felicitate Dr. Suchita Kuber and our head boy, Ronesh Singh, to felicitate Ms. Pritika.
I now request Dr. Suchita Kuber to enlighten us more about the coals.
Good morning, everyone, and I thank Principal for this opportunity. Good morning, everyone. I thank you, Principal of the school, for this good opportunity to interact with the young future foodies of Don Bosco. Can I say this? That's the good spirit, and it was an amazing skit by your young fellows, and I really liked it, and I congratulate all of you for this. You have now started to thinking about new areas of science which are so much valuable these days, right? I hope you all are doing good today. Yes? And you are excited to dive into the world of food technology? Yes. So great to hear. The last rows I'm not able to hear the voice from you. Yes, ma'am. All of them had good breakfast, am I right? Yes, ma'am. Yes, very good. Thank you, everyone. So, the food, what do you think about food? Is it the only one which you are eating as a breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Yes. Yes? Then what about your favorite snacks? The kurkure, the Maggi noodles? This is also food, right? But why is it different from than what you are eating, the chapati, the fruits you are eating? How it is so much different from that food? Why the kurkure is in that particular shape and noodles are like in the spiral round? Huh? Did you give any thought previously? Did you? Yes? Yes, it is a processed food, and nowadays we also call it as the ultra processed food. Though you like those snacks, but the processing, the preparation is totally different from what you eat in the raw form. And how this processing happens is all because of the food. Now, food technology, it is a mixture, it is derived from all the science and engineering aspects to process that food, to develop some new products, as well as to improve the quality of food. So now you might be studying the physics, chemistry, biology, 11th, 12th might be going into more details of that science. 9th and 10th, you are just aware that there are different disciplines of science, right? And engineering as well. Now food actually involves, it is a mixture of all these science, the physics, chemistry, biology, microbiology into the food. So they relate these all science, they help in actually generating those food products. It's not like that mama used to cook the food at home, cutting the vegetables and making the food. So it is totally different because it all involves the engineering aspects too. You might have seen the microwaves, you might have heard about the dough maker, chapati makers, and 3D printed food, right? So all these involve the engineering aspects, and this actually includes the basic phenomena of the physics as well. So before we embark this journey into the food technology, let me introduce myself, and I have been introduced well by our fellows. So I am Dr. Sucheta. I have done my PhD and postdoc in food technology, and I'm here now today to take you on a worldwide tour of future food, where food is not just a necessity to eat and for our well-being, but it is a possibility, or it is a playground of so many possibilities today. We can generate so many food products, and apart from generating food products, there are several other categories of food, for example, nutraceuticals, right? You might have heard about the vitamin D capsules or omega-3 capsules, which in the older age your parents might need for your good eye health as well as your good bone health. Now, while all these nutrients, they are required for the well-being, they need to be available in the form of nutraceuticals or in the form of capsules and powders. Vitamin D sachet, right? We need to take because of the less availability of sunlight in the Mumbai during the monsoon seasons. Maybe in the older age or maybe in your 30s, you might need to start taking it, right? How these nutraceuticals are actually being developed? Why these are being developed? Because there was a science behind it. These nutraceuticals, they are only extracted from the food itself. They are not chemically synthesized, they are present in the food itself, they are extracted and made into that form. Right? So if I talk about my experience and my journey in the food technology area, I actually started in 2011, 10 years back, when I chose to opt the Masters in Food Science and Technology. I was being speculated, I was being asked and forced or pushed by my relatives, friends, parents, that why you want to do this food technology? This is something new, you will not get that good job. Why you want to do this? You are getting good admissions in biotechnology and in life sciences, so good university, Punjab University, Delhi, everywhere you are being selected. Why you want to do this? Because that time I was curious about this science. I was in science since 3rd class, as I always participated in science exhibitions and all. And I just wanted to do science in my life. I didn't know what I will do in future. But even in the school days, I decided that I just want to do science. This is what I can do and my capabilities I find it. So I choose food science because it was just a new one and I was feeling excited to find what is in food, what is inside the food. Is it just only what we are eating? Or we can do something out of it, we can know that. So we talk about like this particular food is good for health. Carrot is good for health. Why this carrot is good for health? Because of certain components present in it, because of carotenoids present in it. The carotenoids, they have direct relation to your eye health. So this information we get when we go into the deep details of the food science. Right? So my experience till today in this food technology has been very exciting. Though PhD and postdoc is a tough time for everyone, we need to go through some hard challenges. But I will suggest all of you in your future career to embrace the challenges and work hard, because work hard always makes you lift up. It never let you fail down. It will always give you positive results if you keep on working hard and just ignore the difficulties and keep doing whatever you like. So talking about next, the food technology, it is the mixture of all the components of the food. For example, if I talk about your nutrients, right? So food technology, it's not just making a product. If we understand about the details of the food science, like in the form of what are the basic components present. While milk is actually converting into curd, and at the same time, it can be converted into cheese or paneer. Yes or no? You eat mozzarella cheese, you eat cottage cheese, and so there are different varieties of cheese itself. Why this is so? Because there is a science behind it. There is role of microorganisms, there are role of proteins in it. So apart from modifying the food into a new product, we have certain information which we require to develop that innovative product. For example, we have food chemistry, we have food microbiology, food analysis, food packaging is there, sensory science is there. And depending on all these basic subtopics or subgroups involved in the food technology, you can also opt your major in your higher studies. And that major discipline, you can choose your job into that area. For example, if you choose your food packaging as a specialization in your master's or maybe in further studies or in BTech as well, you can easily get a good job in the packaging industries. Through food technology, you might have heard from your presentation that it doesn't give you that high packages, but yes, after some period of time, you will find a good growth in that area as well. It's not always about the money. If you will go in IITs, you will get a very good package, but what if you don't like to do that job, right? If your interest is in this area, you can also have that good growth in a certain period of time after you enter the industry. And there are other opportunities as well. There are government jobs as well. Food safety officer is there, food inspector is there. So in the state PSC also there are some positions which are having eligibility of food technology. So it is having a great potential. You can also be an entrepreneur. So India is now a hub of these startups. So you can think that in that area as well. If you get the expertise, if you are a BTech in the food technology, you know the basic fundamentals and principles, but how to make a product and how to make a process. You can also develop a processing technology as well. The startup should not only be in the area of the product, there can be some novel technique as well. You can make your technique, you can make your prototypes, you can make your instruments and give to sale to the big industries, which are Nestle, PepsiCo, Mondelez. Here? Yes? Chocolates you are eating? Yes. But you know only about the chocolate. Which brand is the leading manufacturer of chocolates? Cadbury. Cadbury is the which is the company? Mondelez. Mondelez is the leading company, right? So maybe you can generate a device and can sell them. So there are many opportunities in this way. As I said, nutraceuticals is another market. 3D printing foods are also coming, and the alternate meat is also there. So the vegetarians who are not able to consume the meat, this is a new interesting area where raw proteins, food proteins, they can be made into meat-like product, which taste like meat, but they are not actually meat. See how interesting is this? That if you don't want to eat a meat, but you want to have that taste, flavor, that nutrition. Because vegetarians, they don't get good proteins in their diet, right? They can only consume or they can rely only on soya bean, paneer, mushroom, that's it. You only have less options. So the alternate meat is also a new area where the food technology is actually becomes very interesting. So you can make a raw meat piece which looks like meat and which is not actually a meat. See how fascinating it is. So food science is actually really interesting and amazing one if we go into deep details and just know or find the science behind it. Every part in food is actually subjective. The rest is all about the science. Even when your mother's cook, there is a science behind it. Why the color of the food changes after cooking, and why the rajma or dal, it becomes thick after cooking. When you immerse the rajma or dal in water, you can't see any thickness in the solution, right? It doesn't seem to like in the form of gravy. But after cooking, why it becomes that thick in texture? There is a science behind it. There are role of the food components in it. So this is what I can say to all of you. And I just want to say you do what you are interested in, because that will not be a burden for you. You will keep on liking it forever. That will be the best solution for you, even if you don't want to work hard or something. If you are passionate about something, you will keep on doing it without any push, without any family responsibilities, without anything. Like what I am doing.
Thank you, ma'am, for enlightening us about the world of food technology.
I now request Ms. Pritika to speak a few words on her journey as a food technologist.
Good morning, respected fathers, Principal Ma'am, supervisors, teachers, and my dear students. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Sucheta Kuber for removing precious time from her busy schedule and enlightening all of us with the knowledge of food technology. I'm extremely grateful to you, ma'am. It fills me with immense joy and gratitude to come back to my school and speak to you about my career and journey. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to each and every one who has supported me and made me this person that I am today. So I vividly remember the first day of my school. I was this shy girl, all lost. I didn't know anything. And to becoming this person that I am today, I owe it all to this school and my teachers, many of who are present here today. Thank you so much. So, coming back to the topic of food technology, I have done my BTech in Food Science and Technology from D.Y. Patil, Belapur. It was a 4-year engineering course. Now, many of you guys might not have known about this course, and the reason that I know this is 4 years of my life went into making aunties and uncles understand that I'm not doing hotel management, but food technology indeed. So, when it comes to food, there's so much more than what meets the eyes. Now, have you ever wondered why fresh fruits in your house will spoil in a day or a few weeks, but the ones that are canned or frozen will stay for much longer, right? So there's where the science comes into place, the skills of a food technologist comes into play. Now, actually, in my case, I always had an underlying passion for the food sector. I was actually motivated by my dad to take up this course, and it was a good decision, actually. So, yes. So, just as ma'am has already told us everything, I don't think I have to go into details of the technicalities. I just say a job of a food technologist is to bridge the gap between the industry and the consumers. And in conclusion, I'd just like to say that if you have a passion for science and food and a desire to make a change in the society, food technology might just be the career for you. And I would like to wish you guys all the very best. Study hard, do well, okay? And make us proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pratika. Now, the session is open for question and answer.
Ma'am, are there any specialized areas in food technology that can offer career paths? Unique career
There are
paths?
specialized areas. For example, the food analyst is one where you are only able to do the analytical part in the food industries. Then you have microbiology part as well, where you can be offered a role of microbiology in the industries. And then you have quality assurance and for QC sections as well. And as I mentioned, in terms of packaging as well, in packaging sector, you can go into some different industry for the manufacturer or for the in the R&D section as well.
Ma'am,
So much happy you people are. So happy to see you like this.
Are there any specific certification or traditional qualifications that would be beneficial?
Yeah, along with the BTech or maybe along with your higher studies, you can do certain certificate courses. For example, there are being generated by the FASI as well. They are available there. The FASTEC training is there. The food analysis training is there. Along with this, if you want to opt for the higher opportunities in the industry, you can go for the lead auditor training and all. So that will help you a lot. And maybe flavorist training as well to work actually as a flavorist. I want to hear some questions from 11th, 12th senior students, please.
Good morning, ma'am. What advice would you give someone interested in pursuing a career in food technology?
The advice I would like to give you all is if what your ambition or maybe what your target is. Maybe you are just interested in doing an industrial job, or maybe you are interested in pursuing masters and further PhD or involved in the further research prospects. So if depending on your target, choose the institute wisely. So just make a wise decision once you get through the 12. And for example, there are leading institutes which can give a good placement in the industries. For example, Institute of National Importance, the NIFTIM is there, the Kundli and Tanjore campus. So if you get into there are good chances of good placements and in the leading industries. If you want to go more in the research area, maybe you can opt for the CSIR institutes like CFTRI is there. So depending on your ambition or your target area, you need to opt wisely where you want to pursue the BTech or the other undergraduate programs.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. My question to you is, what inspired you to pursue a career in food technology?
The inspiration is only science for me, and this was something new at that point of time. So it just excited me to find why is this new sciences being progressive in India now? Because I did my master's 10 years back, so it was like in the initial stages in India, and it progressed within the next 5 years. So I think there were few PhDs by the year 2014 when I actually joined the PhD. So I found it really exciting because it was new for me.
Thank you, ma'am.
And food is actually one of the discipline or area which will never get saturated because food will always require, and the innovations are must these days because of our busy schedules, because of our lifestyle, and when we are more targeted towards the healthy well-being, then obviously there is more need of food technologists to provide the innovations in food at the same time giving all the nutrients in one platform. Yes, someone else? Yes, please.
As there are a lot of rumors around this whole Maharashtra that in ketchup they use rotten tomatoes as food. Like like when the tomatoes get rotten and everything, they are used for ketchup and everything. So it's not healthy for us. So is India neglecting towards food technology?
So, I will suggest you to ignore these rumors. These are just rumors, and we can't say them rotted tomatoes. We can say that they are overripe tomatoes. So, there is a difference between rotted ones and the overripe ones. Overripe ones will look more plumpy and they will be more red in color. And if you keep at home, they will be spoiled within 1 or 2 days. So, you can't consume them at your home. So, mostly these kind of tomatoes industry buy. But during the processing of tomatoes, there are no harmful microorganisms remain in that ripe tomatoes. In fact, no microorganisms are there in the ripe tomatoes. It is just they don't look good if you consume at home. But when it is processed at the high temperatures, they are perfect to make the ketchup. Because the ketchup meets the flavor of the tomato, which comes more from the overripe tomatoes. So these are just rumors you heard about gluten or maybe just tomato. Anyone else?
Good morning, ma'am. I have a question. As you mentioned that we can get jobs in government sectors as well involving the food technology. So I want to ask you that if I want to land a job in say FCI or FSSI, is there any special eligibility criteria that I should have apart from the bachelor's in food technology?
Yes, very good question. So related to FSI and FCI exams, so they have eligibility for BTech Food Technology or any BSc Food Technology of 4 years. So ICR Agriculture Universities, they have BSc Agriculture 4 years with the specialization in food technology as well as BTech in Food Engineering. So in these disciplines, they are also eligible if you want to appear in the FASI or FCI exams.
Thank you for all your inputs, ma'am.
Any further questions would be answered later. Please give us them in writing.
I request of
Every action counts. Reduce your carbon footprints by conserving energy, recycling, and using public transportation or carpooling. Plant trees, advocate for renewable energy, and support sustainable practices. Spread awareness and inspire others to join the fight against climate change. Together, we can make a positive impact and create a sustainable future for all. Let's watch a video to spread awareness on plastic pollution.
Good morning, one and all gathered here. Our club is dedicated to promote environmental awareness through engaging activities, discussions, and initiatives. I invite the eco warriors of the Upper Brahmin section to enlighten us with the eco-friendly choices and contribute positively to the world around us.
Marine life or sea life is the plants, animals, and other sea creatures that live in salt water of seas or oceans or the brackish water of coastal estuaries. At a fundamental level, marine animals can affect the nature of the planet. They can enhance our planet. They can make this planet a beautiful place.
So today, we the Eco Club students of classes 7 and 8 are going to present a short poem which is written by us on the topic Say Marine Animals, and it is called Let Them Strive.
In oceans deep, where life does thrive, from mighty waves to coral strife, be a wise man.
Ocean is not a garbage can. Danger lurks beneath the waves. Human action bring harm, not saves.
Pollution flows like a venomous tide.
Frightening the creatures that silently glide.
Oil and water do not mix.
The oil spill has no quick fix.
The oil man was made by greed,
but we all must take the lead.
This is our planet that we all share.
It's our duty to treat marine animals with love and care.
Garbage does affect me and you, but the little marine creatures too. For each choice we make, each step we take,
can save a life for nature's sake. Let's raise our voices, let it be heard, for every sea creature, every feathered bird.
With love and care, we will turn the tide, preserving oceans where life can reside. For the beauty of our ocean, let us strive, ensure marine life continues to thrive. Plastic bottles are drifting, fishing nets are sifting. The oceans are a mess, we need to try our best.
That was indeed an awesome performance. Dear friends, join us in our mission to create a greener and healthier world for us. Thank you.
Thank you all. I now call upon Adya on the stage to deliver the vote of thanks.
In order to achieve the entitlement of becoming successful, one must learn the art of expressing gratitude towards others. I feel immensely privileged to have been able to acknowledge the people who have made this event as vibrant as it was. I would like to thank our principal, Mrs. Sangeeta Bhattacharya, and our vice principal and administrator, Reverend Father Akhil Abraham, for their presence at this happening, regardless of their demanding schedules. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our supervisor, Fiona Ma'am, our class teacher, Narmata Ma'am, Lisa Ma'am, and Kefa Ma'am for their constant support and guidance throughout the whole planning of this program. I'd like to appreciate the work done by my classmates in making the thank you and invitation cards, the vital script, the commendable backdrop, and the stunning PowerPoint presentation. I highly appreciate the efforts taken by our chief guest, Dr. Sucheta Kupe, for accepting our invitation and familiarizing the audience with our chosen topic. I would like to convey my sincere appreciation to our alumni, Ms. Pritika, for helping us. Last but not least, I would like to thank all the participants from Class 11 Science B for their efforts and dedication in making this program successful. In drawing things to a close, I would like to thank today's wonderful audience for being extremely patient throughout the whole program. Thank you, and I hope you have a thrilling Thursday.
Thank you, Adya. I request all to kindly stand up for the school anthem.
The children Bosco girls and boys, with grateful hearts we sing His praise. To God in thanks our voice we raise, resounding in the loving Mumbai sky. Come, let us sing in Jubilee to our Don Bosco School all hail. As we journey over land and sea, pride and love, dignity will prevail. Your knowledge ever free, our motto to that we ever see. Living here as a loving family, with heads held high, truth and without fear. We the children Bosco girls and boys, with grateful hearts we sing His praise. To God in thanks our voice we raise, resounding in the loving Mumbai skies. Come, let us sing in Jubilee to our Don Bosco School all hail. As we journey over land and sea, pride and love, dignity will prevail.